Welcome, everyone, to our OTG Facebook Live weekly business briefing. I'm really excited to be here doing our first one. These will be happening weekly. My name is Jeff Zisselman. I'm calling in from Alpine, Utah. And my goal tonight is to share a little bit about my background and really share what's possible for you with this incredible business and your family. So I'd like you to keep your minds open, stay attentive. I'm going to move really fast because I want to respect your time. And I believe that once in your life, you can hear an opportunity or a business that could change the direction of your family's future forever. And I know tonight is a night, if you're on, for you. So my wife and I live in Utah. I'm originally from New York, and I was a lawyer. I had two career choices growing up, lawyer or dentist. And I decided to become a lawyer. I studied undergrad, business and finance, went on to Boston University School of Law. And probably like a lot of you, our parents influenced the direction of our careers. I hated being a lawyer, though. All my family were lawyers. I hated it. I didn't like having a boss. I didn't like the whole situation. So unfortunately, after 7 years, I decided to go back to being an entrepreneur. I was really fortunate. I had an entrepreneurial father who taught me at a young age, growing up in New York, when it snowed, if you want to make money, shovel snow. So I started a business. I went out and I shoveled snow. And whenever school was closed or it was a weekend, I'd go out and shovel all the neighbors. And then they eventually came to me. That became my first business, which then led to washing cars in the summer, raking leaves in the fall. And it was great. I always had money. I was my own boss. It's a little different when you're older. Of course, you could do a car washing business, but that wasn't what I wanted to do. I loved numbers. I studied finance. And for over 20 years, I was an entrepreneur in the financial services business. And I had some very successful businesses. And then I had some that we karmically gave money back to the universe, which means we failed, whether it was bad management on our part or we had businesses that were consolidated due to crises. I'm 54 years old, and this pandemic and economic crisis isn't my first. I've been through others. So I do know that there's a light at the end of the tunnel. There's always opportunity within crisis. So I have a unique story because before starting my Nu Skin business, I was already a product user for 10 years because some of the founders of the company are dear friends, and I love these products. I always believed in looking young and feeling young. And my wife and I were living in San Francisco. I had a very successful consulting company. I had a business partner, 10 employees. The problem was that no one cares about your business like you. Your employees are employees. So wherever I was, if I took vacation, it was always about me. I had no leverage. Any issues that happened, it was either dealt with my partner or myself. So what happened was high income, but very low quality of lifestyle. And I think everyone wants to create a plus, having the time and the money to enjoy it. So I never did a business like this. I had no experience in sales. I was a lawyer and an entrepreneur. And I remember before starting the business, saying to myself, having one of those conversations with myself, can I check my ego as a guy doing quote unquote skincare and technology? And you want to know something? I said, of course I can. And it was a scary decision to make because when we pivot and we move outside of our comfort zones and reinvent ourselves, like a lot of us are doing right now with this pandemic, right? Figuring out what things work in the environment we're in. So anyway, 11 years ago, my wife, Diana, and I jumped in. We've had an incredible journey. We've been able to live in Asia and Hungary and travel over Europe and build our business in South America. And what I love about this business is the impact you can make on people who want an impact made in their lives. This business is not for everyone. You might listen to this tonight. So anyway, we had the opportunity to live all over the world. And as I was sharing this business, the people are the best part, but you might be listening and say, this might not be for you, and that's okay, right? This is for someone whose mind is open that wants to bring about an incredible change in their life. So what I'd like to do is share my screen with you. Excellent. So Everyone needs to have a vision for their life. And during these times, stability and a future that's brighter than the present is so important. And I love sharing the vision of this business and the vision of your possible future. I think that's really, really important. You know, every day I get up, and I was speaking with my wife about this today because we have personal mission statements, and she was saying on our hike, you know, Nu Skin's mission statement, I can really relate to. And she said this over the 10 years that we've been in the business. And I love this because whoever thought of this at Nu Skin, they really put a lot of time and effort, because I feel this in my heart. We get to empower people, be a force for good, empower people to improve their lives with rewarding business opportunity, innovative products. And I love this part, an enriching and uplifting culture. With all the news and negativity around the world, I feel like we're in this bubble of positivity. And I am so grateful for that. And I hope all of you see that and feel it and become part of that, because there's unity of people that are reaching their goals, positive-minded, supportive, that say you can do whatever you want. That is so cool. So tonight, we're going to discuss 5 key business principles. And I call these principles because you can use these as a matrix, whether you're buying stock, if you're looking for a job, investing in a business, right? You could weigh out if you're making a right decision. And what I find is most people spend more time planning a vacation when we used to travel than what they're going to do with their life. And we're going to discuss specifically regarding Nu Skin, market trends, products and technology, the company, our partner, the money, the compensation vehicle, and timing. And what I would say is, for each of these points, write down one thing that means something to you, that's important to you, because you'll remember it tonight after this when you're speaking with the person that invited you. So let's talk about market trends. This is the economy. I studied the economy. I love talking about the economy. Most people totally check out. All you need to know is that a trend is when there's massive flows of global money into certain pockets of the economy. And I call that the bright spot, right? Like right now, there are still bright spots in the economy. One of the biggest bright spots is in-home beauty devices and health. The other is social media, right? Look at the stocks of these social media companies and platform businesses. They're going through the roof because people are at home. And the other thing is we have a changing workforce, right? I'm 54, and still back then, even though I'm not that old, people were told to go to a job, work for someone for 20 years. Now people want to work from their phones, from anywhere they are, and be able to have the flexibility of their own hours. We are perfectly positioned in front of all these trends. And what I love is the trend is your friend. It's like if you're surfing, if there's a huge wave, you don't have to be a good surfer. You just need to catch that wave. So right now we're in the age of the millennial, right? We have tons of people who have joined our business around the world and who are on this Zoom tonight that are millennials. You're an enormous part of the workforce. Sometimes I feel like we speak 2 different languages because you guys and girls were brought up with cell phones, Facebook, and I learned this later on. I remember when I was in college, I had a big Mac that sat on my desk. It looked like a big brick, right? And now we have the power of computing in our hands. And the millennials are going to make up 50% of this workforce, how they do business. And if you're not a millennial, that's okay. I'm not a millennial. And I work with people that are not millennials. This business is for everyone, right? Everyone who has a mind open and a big heart and a lot of desire. So as we've seen, change drives new opportunity. Over the last 10, 11 years, we've seen these platform companies change the way we live and do business, right? I love Uber. Wherever I am in the world, I land, I request an Uber, and I know I can get a clean, safe vehicle. Most of the time, some parts of the world, they're not so clean and safe, and take me to my destination for a regulated fare. I remember when the market of Chile opened up, you know, I had a guy who took me 10 blocks. It was like $50 US. I'm like, you're kidding me. And I gave him whatever, like $8. So these are changing how we live, and they're going to continue to change, right? Look at Airbnb, the largest hotel company in the world. They don't own any hotel rooms or real estate. Nu Skin is a future business. This is a business that allows us to leverage a company, which I'm going to talk about, with no inventory and no employees. It is the most efficient business in the world. And here's why. Nu Skin goes direct to the consumer, right? And their biggest costs are research and development and the commissions to distributors. Other companies don't have the money to do the research because they're embedded with overhead, manufacturing, advertising, tons of distribution layers to go from the manufacturer to retail. And now the retail environment has totally changed. Most of us buy online, and we're seeing this decimation of the retail environment. So we're perfectly positioned in front of that in our business model. So let's go over to products. First of all, these products are for men and women. I've been a product user for over 20 years. I love these products. They have impacted my health and how I look. And people always say, why is Nu Skin different? And I said, because we're a research and development company. For 35 years, we've researched how and why we age, from the outside in and inside out. We have over 75 PhD level scientists and researchers, and all they do is research that, all right? Multidisciplinary. We have tons of patents. We have all these oral presentations, and this is what's really important. I see a lot of companies say, well, we have a scientist. Anyone with the internet can make any claim and go, hey, this is what I think. Our research is peer reviewed. Our scientists go out to their peers, other scientists, and say, hey, this is what we created. And they're like, give us your feedback. So we're a whole different animal than most companies. We're purely a research and development driven company. And one of our top technologies is AgeLock. And AgeLock is a platform based upon epigenetics. I'm not a scientist. What that is what we put in our skin and our body affects how we age, right? When you go to your high school reunion, as you get older, or college reunion, some people you look at, they're unrecognizable, and other people, they say, like people come to us say, you guys look great. Well, what you put in your skin and your body affects your genetic expression. And Nu Skin has figured out the key to that with AgeLock. And it's a platform that we have in our nutritional products and in our skincare. So the LumiSpa, my favorite device. This is for cleansing and toning. And there are 7 benefits. You use it twice a day in the shower. There are 3 heads, 5 different activators, oily, normal, combo skin. I love this device. And you can do a 2-minute half-face demo and it will produce results. This is the fastest selling beauty device in the world. It's one of our top selling devices. The other thing this does is the way it counter oscillates, it helps stimulate elastin and collagen in the skin. It also comes, if you notice, with this head comes off and you can put on the accent, which works under the eyes, which I don't care if you're 20 years old or you're 70 years old. Those little bags that we all get are almost impossible to get rid of. The LumiSpa with the AgeLock Ideal Eyes is like a miracle. And here are some results. This is my buddy, Charlie. Look at the difference before and after with one treatment. The woman on the left, she's used it for my left, has used it for a month. Massive differences. Speak with the person that invited you. They could send you their own pictures or pictures from the company. This woman on the right, this was 2 minutes. And what I love about these products is when you get this visual result, it drives emotion. You're like, oh my God, look how I look. I look so young. And that creates consumption of the products, right? Once someone starts looking good, guess what? They want to stay looking good. And I am really excited. I know we have people on from different parts of the world. In the United States now, we have a limited preview of the first bioadaptive skincare system called Nutricentials. When I started Nu Skin as a younger man, I was using these products, and I've used them intermittently throughout the time before I advanced the AgeLock products when I was getting older and wanted to really seriously deal with lines and wrinkles. And I've been using this system for the last 6 months. And it is incredible. And what bioadaptive is made from different plants that adapt to your environment. And the biggest thing that I love about this line is we are all zoomed out on our computers, tons of blue light. Blue light damages the skin, and this protects against blue light damage. Another product, and which we have, is our Pharmanex, our nutritional line. This is a brand new product line. We have LifePak Elements, which you can dissolve in water twice a day. And then we have these boosters. So you could customize your nutrition if you need more vitamin C or iron. We just got ours and started taking the vitamin C, and it's great. I was spending so much money because we didn't have a vitamin C with another company. Not only do ours have more potency, they're cleaner and better for you, and they're chewables. Love these products, and you want to use them to help keep yourself healthy and well. And there are different entry points for our business. I always tell people, we have over 500 products in the US. Pick 5 of them. You'll fall in love and go out and build your business. I love our beauty devices with our facial spa. I love our whitening toothpaste and social sellers, and our tanner and mud mask. I use all these products. And then with our nutritional products, we have the device down on the bottom left, the biophotonic scanner. So the Elements is scanner certified, which means if you take the product for 60 days and your carotenoid score, your antioxidant score does not go up, the company will give you a money back refund. We're the only company in the world that can guarantee the absorption of products into the body. And I'd recommend checking out all of our Pharmanex products. We have targeted treatments. You see, we have the G3 juice, great for the whole family, especially now you want to keep your immune system strong. So let's go to the next point. Let's talk about the company. I love this company because they will always do the right thing. And what I mean by that is there's no company that's perfect, right? Companies always make mistakes. But I watch time after time after time. This company not only cares, they do the right thing by us and our consumers. We're publicly traded. That was important for me. We're transparent. You can go and look at our results at Yahoo Finance. We're traded under NUS. Last year, we did $2.4 billion in revenue. This year, we're going to do a lot more because we're in this massive growth phase. And we've been in business now 36 years. What does that mean? We're not a flash in the pan. We've been through the bumps in the road, just like your personal life. Companies have that. Economies have that. And Nu Skin is here for the long run. This is a company that possesses integrity and a heart. And we live very close to the company, and we know a lot of the executives, from people in the call center to the CEO and president, and they care about us. And to me, to have a company that's willing to care about us as independents is incredible. And our vision is to become the world's leading business platform. So we're in 50 countries. From your phone, you can use our logistics and do business all over the world. And whether or not you know someone in France, chances are if you go on Facebook and say, who are my friends in France, or who knows someone in France, someone will know someone. And it's so powerful to have that platform and logistics and inventory system and employees all over the world. And this is something my wife and I are really passionate about. This is our foundation. It's called Force for Good. And one of the main programs is Nourish the Children. And you can see those little kids have this Vitameal bag. We get to donate. So I'd go to the website. You can make a donation of a Vitameal bag. It feeds a starving child for 30 days. It's nutritious. Our scientists created it. And we've served over 650 million meals around the world. That's incredible. Even though times are tough now, there are people that are having a tougher time, and their children. And I know, I grew up in the States. I never went hungry. And chances are your children have not gone hungry. And it feels good to give and make an impact in someone else's life. The children need to go to school to get this. Such a good cause. We donate these meals to the United Nations Feed the Children program, and they're spread all over the world. Okay, let's talk about our business vehicle. Our business vehicle is very different because it's leveraged. And if I can teach you one thing tonight that you can take away, is you need to figure out a way to separate your income from solely your own efforts, from your own two hands. Because if not, you always will need to work. You will never have the time or money without being in a leveraged vehicle. And Nu Skin is an incredible leverage vehicle because it's very equal. Anyone can do this business. And I like to break the compensation plan up into 3 parts. The first part is to become a brand affiliate. You could join, there's no charge. You get access to the best pricing and our global website. And you can get paid daily as a brand affiliate, and you can make a retail profit and a sharing bonus. And that's great. You could do this a couple hours a week. I'll go over what kind of income you can make. Most people want to become a brand rep. They go through what I call a test period. Just like when you're younger and you're looking to drive a car, you have to learn how to do it and then you take a test. We have a qualification period of achieving 5,000 points from you and your group in 3 months or less. You become a brand rep. Why do people want to become a brand rep? 2 compelling reasons. 1, you get paid up to a 40% commission rate. And number 2, you get to qualify for success trips, which I'm going to talk about. And then there are people that want to go on and build a bigger business. They have a huge vision. They're willing to commit their time and the learning. And we don't go by titles of like president, vice president. We go by pin titles: gold, lapis, ruby. Those numbers you see are people that you personally sponsor that become a brand representative. So a Ruby partner means you become a brand representative and you've helped 4 people who are personally sponsored by you become a brand representative, and you're what we call a Ruby. And here's where it gets exciting. This is our compensation plan. And we are 100% transparent on these are the average incomes before expenses. And I'm showing you these numbers because I want to show you the impact that a part-time business could make upon your life. Look at a Ruby. Sorry, some of these numbers are a little wonky. It's 2650, 2,650. I'm working on correcting this, so my apologies. And imagine becoming a Ruby. Let's say it takes you 8 months, a year, and having that type of income in your family, what that could do. And there are people that make more and less. And when you look over to the Blue Diamond and Team Elite, you see some very big numbers, 30, 40,000 a month. And I say that not to impress you, but to impress upon you the power of leverage, right? Someone who reaches that title, they put in a lot of work, they put in a lot of learning, they put in a lot of tears. In my case, I put in a lot of tears to get there. But that type of income, if you're the top at any profession and you can look at how many people accomplish that, it takes a lot of work, right? You have to be consistent. You have to be grinding it out every day. You have to be coachable and you have to be motivated. But what I love is I've watched people all over the world. They speak English. They don't speak English. They have no education. They're educated. None of that matters. This business vehicle doesn't care about that. It is the great equalizer. Success trips. My wife and I have traveled all over the world with this company. And right now we're qualifying to go to Punta Cana. And every 6 months you could earn an expense paid trip for 2 people. I know it's been a little crazy because no one's been traveling, but Nu Skin's giving us options. You could put it in the free vacation piggy bank, which is awesome. And then, so we're going to finish the qualification in December, January through June, a new qualification, July through December, another qualification. Look at what's happening in the world. Mass consolidation, mass layoffs, our companies paying us and giving us free success trips. I can't say enough about them. They're the people that you're with, the locations, they treat you like a king or queen. So I'd like to close and talk about timing. I believe you're in the right place at the right time. And I've watched so many people put their dreams behind them on a shelf. And what I would say is this business is a dream-getting vehicle if you're willing to do the work. I don't know. We have a lot of people on. I wish I would know all of your dreams and goals and what you want for your family, because I love that. That's what pumps me up when I can hear that and then help you build a plan to accomplish that. Now is the time. I watch so many people say, oh, we're going to do this next year, or I'm going to do this in the future. You know, life can be very short, and the time is now. So the in-home beauty market, we are the #1 brand in the world. We're the Apple of anti-aging, is growing insanely. We're going to be launching a new technology throughout the markets called Boost. We have so much opportunity if you're at 12 o'clock, if you're ready, if you want to make the commitment and say, hey, I want to be a finisher and I want to do this. So what I recommend as a next step is go back to the person that invited you. Get your questions answered and get started with this business. Thank you for being with us. Have a great night.